We are what we repeatedly do, and excellence is not an act but a habit. A bit of willpower needs roughly 30 days to form a new habit. As with any new venture, the most important aspect is starting and overcoming the initial awkwardness. This is 80% of success. That's why it's so crucial to make small but positive changes in your life for at least 30 days. How to eat an elephant? One bite at a time. The same goes for changing your own life. Trying to bite off more than you can chew will only choke you. But by taking small bites at a time, for example, starting to eat a little healthier, exercising a little more, slightly reorganizing your work process, you won't even notice how the elephant is swallowed and the goal is achieved. In addition, you won't need immense willpower for this. Just starting something will give you the necessary push, and soon you'll realize that you've started an avalanche. One change will follow another so quickly that your eye won't be able to keep up with them. And when I started doing this with my life, I enjoyed it so much that I decided to share my experience with the world. Use words that promote happiness. Usually when I ask someone, "How are you?" they answer something like, "Fine" or "Okay." But one sleepy Monday morning, my colleague answered such a question with, "Absolutely fantastic." It made me smile and then ponder. I asked him what happened to make him feel so fantastic. And he replied, "Well, I'm healthy, my family's doing well, and we live in a free country. Isn't that fantastic?" And the difference between his life and mine was so small, just his attitude towards life itself. His life didn't necessarily have to be better than anyone else's, but he looked 20 times happier than them. Therefore, try to use more words that bring smiles to faces in the next 30 days. Try something new every day. Variety adds spice to life. You can see or do something a million times, but the first time only happens once. Our first impressions often leave a mark on our minds for the rest of our lives. Try to learn or experience something new every day for the next 30 days. This can be anything, from a new hobby to a conversation with a stranger. And once you get a taste for it, believe me, these new experiences will eventually open the door to a whole world of new opportunities that can change your life. Try to perform a selfless act every day. They say you reap what you sow, and when you positively impact someone else's life, you also change your own. Do something selfless. Something that will make someone else happy, or at least less unhappy. I promise it will be a very pleasant experience, perhaps one that you will remember for a lifetime. Of course, your choice in this regard is limitless, but if you can help someone and it costs you nothing, do it. Every day, learn and practice one new skill. If you can rely on yourself in any situation, you will undoubtedly live a happy and productive life. And to be able to rely on oneself, it is necessary to acquire as many useful skills as possible, becoming a sort of jack of all trades. Despite all the stories about how jacks of all trades are supposedly good for nothing, in reality they are much better adapted to life than specialists in any one narrow field. In addition, learning new skills is fun. Teach someone something new every day. We all have our natural strengths and talents that can be immensely helpful to the people around us. What may be easy for you may be quite difficult for others. We often take these gifts for granted, barely realizing how much we have to offer others, and so we rarely share them. But these invaluable gifts can help us sow happiness and a love of life around us. What do people most often thank you for? What do they most often ask you to help with? Many hobbies and inner talents can help those in your circle of communication. For you, this might be drawing, teaching math, cooking delicious lunches, or even being a teacher of some kind of course. Try to share your talents and experience with others in the next 30 days. Set aside at least an hour every day to do something you are truly passionate about. Don't forget to pursue your hobbies and interests. It can be anything. Some people find pleasure in participating in their local political scene, others find solace in faith, some join clubs that bring together people with similar passions, and some people's hobbies might just be the most important thing in their lives. But all these cases are really similar. These people are doing something they are truly passionate about, and this passion fills their lives with happiness and meaning. Be kind to everyone, even those who are rude to you. If you speak kindly to those who don't like you, it doesn't mean you're hiding your feelings. Rather, it means you're a truly mature person who can control their feelings. Treat everyone around you with kindness and respect, even those who don't treat you well. Not because they are good people, but because you are that kind of person. Try to behave in this way for the next 30 days, and gradually you will see how rudeness slowly dissipates around you. Try to always maintain a positive attitude. Truly successful people strive to be optimists. They have developed the ability to create their own happiness and desire to create. No matter what situation you find yourself in, remember, Every successful singer was once an ordinary girl who always managed to find positivity in her life. She knows that any mistake is just an opportunity for personal growth and a chance to learn something new. Those who think optimistically see the world as a place filled with endless possibilities, especially during difficult times. Try to look at the bright side of this world for the next 30 days. Always be grateful for the lessons that life situations teach you. It is important to remember that everything you encounter is a life lesson. Everyone you meet, everything you have to deal with, and so on. It's all part of that huge life lesson that we call life. Try to always be grateful for it, especially when things don't go the way you want them to. And if you didn't get that dream job or your personal relationships didn't lead to anything serious, it just means that much better options are waiting for you ahead. And the lesson you just learned is just the first step towards that better option. Try to write down in your journal all the lessons that life taught you in the next 30 days.